here. I was here 10 years ago, and a lot of my, influence for the rest of my life was because of the teachers here. So I hope you have a similar experience. And some of my dear friends now are people that were in my cohort 10 years ago. So I combine hip hop and Judaism, and I'm going to do a class during lunch that you're all invited to that compares the oral traditions of rabbinic and hip hop. So there's, more kind of obvious ones like Peshat, just the reverence for words in both rabbinic and hip hop culture, like God created the universe with 10 utterances. The first divine mandate was for Adam to give words to the animals. A bee shall be a bee because of me. A fly shall fly as a fly because of I. And in hip hop, you could just by the slang you can tell that there's a reverence for words like word up, word is bond, word to mother. You heard word, right? So we'll be looking at things like that. Also, even some sod, some Kabbalah, gematria, mystic connections, like what is yo spelled backwards, and you don't get to play. What is yo spelled backwards, and what is Kabbalah spelled backwards? Holla back. Just saying. It gets deep, and we'll be showing kind of the origin stories of the two oral traditions this during lunch. But also, I'm going to do a rap about learning Torah. I wrote this actually downstairs. So in this building, it's about Rabbi Akiva, who was this. He was just a menial worker before he became a rabbi, and then he was doing some gardening, and out came the wealthy person's daughter named Raquel, and they liked each other, but back then the very poor and the landowning aristocrats couldn't intermarry. However, in Jewish culture, because learning was so important, if you became a great scholar or teacher, then you would acquire enough kavod to marry the richest person in the town. So that's when Rachel's like, you got to go learn Torah. And there's great stories in the Talmud about how Rachel kind of in clever ways manipulated Akiva to keep learning Torah. So that's what this is about. It's called Learn Torah, a blessing so you may have great learning this semester. Akiva bad, no really he's good, never learned to read or write, so he's misunderstood by the father of the daughter who he fell in love with. Her name was Raquel, and she put it like this: Akiva, Akiva, I know you are a believer, I know you got the temperature, but you ain't got the fever. Your heart is pure of this, I'm sure to be with you, I'm eager. Meet me at the source with the torch of the seeker, and learn Torah, learn Torah, learn Torah, learn Torah, bit by bit, from alphabet to sentences to passages to pages with phrases from sages. Oh baby, learn Torah, baby, I'll be there for a my Shabbat instruments. Akiva say, well, give me darling, hey! Sitting in the class with the kiddies all day, and the kiddies all laugh cause his beard going gray. And Akiva wouldn't last, but Rachel she say, Akiva, Akiva, I know you're not defeated. In town they call you clown, but up in heaven you're seated. Your soul could be the future, learn tradition, then be it. Your light is out of sight, you need a vessel for to see it. So learn Torah, learn Torah, learn Torah, learn Torah, bit by bit, from alphabet to sentences to passages to pages with phrases from sages. Oh baby, learn Torah, baby, I'll be there for a Akiva learned. He start with Aleph Bet. 24 years later, and his mind is most blessed, and the people call him great, but he never forgets. Although he knows a lot, his wife knows best. Akiva, Akiva, I'm so proud that you're a teacher. At last you used the temperature to give people the fever. I was always sure your heart was pure, but about now it's a speaker, chilling at the source with the torch of the seeker. Yeah, we learn Torah, learn Torah, learn Torah, learn Torah, bit by bit, from alphabet to sentences to passages to pages with phrases from sages. ages, oh baby. Learn Torah, baby, I'll be there for you.